Right now, above your head, there are 12 things you cannot see. One of them is older than the sun. One of them means Earth might not really have just one moon. Not a metaphor. 12 real, documented objects, invisible to your eyes, right now. Ranked from strange to almost impossible to believe. Let's start close. Let's start small. Number 12. Lost tools. In November 2023, 2 astronauts were repairing a solar panel on the space station. A tool bag slipped away. It's still up there, drifting on its own orbit, visible through binoculars if you know where to look. It's not the only thing. A spare glove got loose in 1965, a spatula in 2006. Small mistakes, real orbits. Number 11. Vanguard 1. Launched in March 1958, roughly the size of a grapefruit. Its radio went silent in 1964, more than 60 years ago. Nobody has spoken to it since. According to NASA, the U.S. Space Agency, it's expected to stay in orbit until around the year 2200. That's more than a century and a half still ahead of it. A dead machine, still doing the only job it has left. Number 10. The paint fleck. In 2016, a window on the space station cracked. Just a small circular chip, 7 millimeters wide. The cause wasn't a rock, it was a fleck of paint, smaller than a grain of sand, moving at around 10 kilometers a second. At that speed, something the size of a paint chip hits with the force of a 550-pound object, traveling 60 miles an hour. Nothing that small should be able to do that. It did. Number 9. The graveyard orbit. Vanguard isn't the only ghost up there. Above the ring where communication satellites operate, there's another ring, quieter, higher, just over 36,000 kilometers up, past the satellites you rely on every day. More than 300 dead satellites are parked there on purpose, boosted just high enough to stay out of the way forever. Nobody visits. Nothing comes back down. It's a cemetery in orbit, and it's getting more crowded every year. Number 8. The number that doesn't fit in your head. Machines, rock fragments, countless pieces nobody can name or track, all of it moving faster than a rifle bullet. Right now, tracking systems follow more than 46,000 objects in orbit. That's just what's large enough to see. Below that, scientists estimate around 1.2 million fragments between 1 and 10 centimeters, and more than 140 million pieces smaller than that. Too small to track, too fast to ignore. You already saw what one paint fleck can do. Now multiply that by millions. Space isn't empty, it's just mostly invisible. Number 7. One company's shadow. By the middle of 2026, more than 10,000 Starlink satellites were in orbit. That's roughly 2 out of every 3 active satellites circling Earth right now, all built and launched by a single company. The plan is to keep going. Some filings mention numbers as high as 100,000. This isn't science fiction anymore. It's a permit application. Number 6. The threshold we may have already crossed. In 1978, NASA scientist Donald Kessler described a chain reaction. One collision creates debris. That debris causes more collisions. At a certain density, the cycle keeps going on its own, even if every launch on Earth stopped tomorrow. If it fully triggers, whole orbits become unusable. No new satellites, no repairs, no way through for decades. Some researchers say parts of low orbit have already crossed that density. Others disagree. What most agree on, the safety margin is almost gone. Number 5. 25 tons, falling blind. Several times now, Chinese Long March 5B rocket boosters have fallen back to Earth completely uncontrolled. Nobody steers them down. Nobody knows exactly where they'll land. Around 20 to 40% of a booster that size survives re-entry. 5 to 9 tons of metal hitting somewhere on Earth. One study found that around 88% of the world's population lives under the possible impact zone. So far, nobody's been hurt. So far. Everything so far we built. What's left? We didn't. Number 4. Earth's other moons, made of dust. In 1961, a Polish astronomer named Kazimierz Kordylewski photographed 2 faint patches of light near the moon's orbit. Almost nobody believed him. For nearly 60 years, most scientists assumed the patches were an illusion, a trick of light in the telescope. Not proof there was nothing there. Proof nobody had looked closely enough. These spots sit where Earth's gravity and the moon's gravity balance out, so anything light enough just stays put. Then, in 2018, a research team confirmed it. There really are 2 enormous clouds of dust. They sit in stable points on either side of the moon, orbiting Earth as faint, barely visible companions. Earth doesn't have 1 moon, it has 3. Number 3. The moon that came and left. In September 2024, an asteroid about the size of a school bus was quietly captured by Earth's gravity. For 56 days, it orbited us. A second moon, briefly. It was never visible to the naked eye. Most of the planet had no idea it was happening. By November, it slipped free and went back to circling the sun alone. Astronomers expect it to visit again in 2055. This isn't a rare event. It might be a regular one. We've just started noticing. Number 2. A secret companion, hiding in plain sight. There's a small asteroid called Kamo'oalewa. Models suggest it could stay bound to Earth's orbit for 1 million years or more, always staying close, never quite leaving. Nobody noticed it until 2016. For 5 years, the leading theory was that Kamo'oalewa wasn't a stray asteroid at all. It was supposed to be a chunk of our own moon, blasted loose by an ancient impact, quietly orbiting the sun alongside us ever since. Then, in July 2026, a Chinese spacecraft finally reached it and looked closely. The surface didn't match the moon after all. Kamo'oalewa is stranger than the theory that tried to explain it. Nobody quite knows what it is. Number 1. Something older than the sun. In July 2025, a telescope in Chile picked up an object moving through our solar system on a path that doesn't loop back. Ever. It's called 3I Atlas. The third confirmed visitor from outside our solar system. Based on its trajectory, researchers estimate it formed somewhere between 3 and 11 billion years ago. Our sun is 4.6 billion years old. This thing could be twice its age. It came from another region of the galaxy entirely. It drifted through interstellar space for billions of years, passed close to our sun in October 2025, and kept going. It won't come back. It was never going to stay. And that raises a question nobody can answer yet. How many others like it have already passed through before we had the telescopes to notice them at all? Maybe one is passing over your head right now. You'll never know.